Area reinforcement is useful when you want to create 2 or more layers of reinforcement in elements such as floors, foundation slabs, or walls. You can specify the bar type, layout rules, and spacing for each layer. The area system can be removed, which leaves standard rebar sets that can be edited independently. Fabric reinforcement can be placed by area, by sheet, or can be bent by sketching a bend profile. When placing fabric reinforcement by area, various laps and splices can be automatically added. We begin by creating some area reinforcement. On the structure ribbon, select area. We are then either required to pick a structural floor or wall for the area reinforcement. Let's go ahead and select this slab here. We can then create our rebar line. Essentially, this is the boundary of our reinforcement. I'm going to go ahead here and use pick lines. I can then pick the boundary for my area reinforcement. I'm also going to pick around the core. The major direction of the area reinforcement is represented with this symbol here. I'm quite happy with that, but if I wanted to change it, I could select major direction and I could then select another boundary line. In the properties palette, you'll notice here that we can set out our layout rules. Currently we have maximum spacing set, but we could also set fixed number. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use maximum spacing. We are then permitted to create 4 layers of reinforcement. You can see here that we have the top major direction, the top minor direction, the bottom major direction, and the bottom minor direction. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select the 2 bottom layers. For my bottom layers, I'm going to use bar number 3. And you can see here we have a bottom major spacing of 10 inches. And we've got the same for our minor direction. I'm quite happy with this, so we'll go ahead and select Finish Edit Mode. To view our reinforcement in 3D, we'll open up the 3D View, Area and Fabric Rebar. I'll temporarily change the visual style to wireframe, and you can now see our area reinforcement added. If I want to make edits and changes to this, I can go ahead and select the area reinforcement, and you'll note in the properties palette I can then amend or add additional layers and change things like the bar type and of course the major and minor spacing. However, if I wanted to remove the area system and create separate rebar sets, on the ribbon here I could select Remove Area System. Next, you create a fabric area on the curved slab. Let's open up the ground floor plan. On the structure ribbon, select Fabric Area. The fabric area can be placed on a structural floor or wall or a foundation slab. Go ahead and select the floor. Once again on the context ribbon, you're required to create a boundary line. In this example, we'll use pick lines. We can then go ahead and pick the lines. And here we'll finish this with the line command. You can see here that this is representing our major direction. And once again, if I wanted to rotate that, I could click major direction and pick another line. However, I do want it traveling this way. And if we take a look at the properties palette, you can see here that we can select our fabric sheet, the location, the lap splice position we want to use, and in this example we're using minor halfway staggered, and then our lap, which in this case is 12 inches. Let's go ahead and select Finish Edit Mode. We'll switch into our 3D view, and you can now see our fabric area is placed.